Hey, it's Isaac with Release Aviation Cleaner, and we're here today to clean the Cirrus SR20. So let's go ahead and get started. So just to give you an idea of what we're working with here, we got some bugs on the leading edge and down here on the wheel pant. And looks like we got some general dirt here. I'm not going to scrub it into the paint at all. We got some general dirt on there, some bugs on the prop. Get some more bugs on the leading edge over here. We're gonna get this plane looking nice and clean. All right, we got the Cirrus inside, so now we're gonna go ahead and spray some 20-to-1 release on our rag, and we're gonna get these bugs off of the leading edge. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna spray release onto the rag, and I'm gonna go over them once. I'm gonna just apply release, and I'm gonna let it sit on there because release is an associative technology, so it associates with the soil that you're trying to clean. The longer that it has to associate with the soil on the plane, the better off that it's going to remove it from the surface. We got all the bugs off the leading edge, and this was a Release 20-to-1 dilution. All right, so now we're going to use our 40-to-1 dilution of release. We're going to do the tops of the wings. We're going to get a nice coat of release on here. We're actually going to adjust this to spray a little bit more instead of the chute. We're going to mist this right onto the top of the wing. We'll wipe it off with a clean and dry microfiber rag. Just did this wing and look how shiny and clean it is. You can see the reflection. We're going to take our 40-to-1 dilution of release now, and we're going to do the engine cowling area and kind of work our way towards the body of the airplane. We'll just lightly spray it on here, just enough to saturate the surface. There's really not any bugs or anything on the side and the body. More or less it's just dirt and dust, so it's just a very light soil, so you don't need a ton of release. We're going to work on the front and the engine cowling right now. One thing I want to do is I want to show you guys real up close here. We're going to take our Release 20-to-1 dilution, and we're going to spray this on. We're going to saturate this area. I'm not going to foam it because it's just going to kind of go everywhere, and I want to keep this in a really centralized area. So we're going to spray release on, and we're going to let that associate with the soil. We'll associate with the bugs. And we'll go ahead and agitate, and the bugs are coming right off here. This is real time, not edited. Went right off with these. All right, so now we're going to clean the windscreen on the Cirrus. You want to use a 100-to-1 dilution of release, and you want to lightly spray it on to the windscreen. Something else to note is you're going to want to have a dry, clean, preferably new microfiber. And you want to apply really gentle applications to the windscreen because you don't want to scratch when you are wiping the release off. Another note for windscreens is to wipe with the direction of the airflow. You don't want to do circles on the windscreen because that's going to cause scratching. So light pressure with the airflow. You may need to do multiple applications if there are a lot of bugs or other soils on the windscreen. But it's better to go back and do multiple applications lightly than put scratches in your windscreen. Now let's clean the side window here. Again, we have our 100 to 1 dilution, a nice dry microfiber. We're going to lightly apply release 100 to 1 the window, and again go in the direction of the airflow. Do not do crop circles because you don't want to cause scratching. Now we're going to watch this transform. We're going to check out the bottom of the Cirrus SR20 here, the belly. Got a little bit of buildup, not the worst I've ever seen, but we're going to go ahead and spray our 20 to 1 dilution of release on. We're going to let that associate itself with the carbon. Let's go ahead and start wiping this down now. Might need a little bit of agitation here, as this is kind of a thicker soil. Like I said, it's not the worst I've ever seen. As we get a little bit closer to the exhaust pipe here, you can kind of see how the soil is starting to thicken up. We'll go ahead and spray our release on. Well, there you have it. We have a super clean SR20 thanks to Release. I'd like to give a special thanks to the owner of this aircraft, Pilotsmith, for letting us come in and clean it. If you're interested in learning about flying, check out pilotsmith.com. If you want to learn more about Release or try some out, visit releasecleaner.com, and thanks for watching today's video.